Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni have finally agreed on something. They've rejected mediation. Also, Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively rift is growing. Let's discuss. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. We got two big stories for you today. We're also going to be live Uncensored at 12. So if you're a member, or if you're not a member, hit join. You can join us at 12. It's probably happening while you're watching this. So on Patreon, best place to support us, as well as here as a member. Both places will have the link. So check it out. Join us as we go uncensored about this topic and so much more. But let's talk about this. First off, they've rejected mediation. Now, first, it is kind of amazing. They finally agreed on something. This is pretty much a technicality, and they agreed that it's too premature, that the mediation discovery protocols are inappropriate at this time. Now, the judge has already granted this order, so this has already sort of happened. There's one little interesting bit, though, Kim and I noticed, and I wanted to make sure we spotlight, but yes, they're basically saying that this is, we're still going through a lot of processes, and this is typically we are forced to this automatic referral to mediation program, and that both Blake Lively and Wayfarer's teams are all saying we're good. We don't need to have this. They got to do a lot of still more discovery and things before they can actually do anything. So that's hence why it's still premature. But what was interesting is this little footnote. Counsel for Vision PR and Leslie Sloan take no position on the Lively, Reynolds, and Wayfarer parties' request. So they're kind of like, why are we still here? Can we please go? This is, remember, the woman-owned business that shouldn't even be here. Wants it to be dismissed because they're a woman-owned business. it's ridiculous. This Leslie Sloan character, you look like a clown. Oh, we're women, so we shouldn't be involved in any trials. Right, Judge? And the judge's like, yeah, no, you're still involved. So that's all happening. It is nice, though, to see that they finally seemingly agreed on something. But let's get to the more interesting drama. Two conflicting reports coming in from sources, and I'm curious which you guys think is more likely. Also, I want to revisit Kirsty's footage. You might forget, or a lot of you did see it, but Kirsty, who did the whole interview that started a lot of this mess of people discovering Blake Lively's truth, interviewed not only Blake, but Anna. So I think fitting as we're seeing now all this new drama resurface. Just wow, the craziness of where Kirsty was through all this point. But here's the first report. Anna and Blake's rift is growing, with pair warring over their promo. So tension is apparently rising, wouldn't be surprised. And sources are claiming that Kendrick wants to distance herself from Lively amid all the legal drama. While fans are excited for the sequel to A Simple Favor, promotion is threatened by the media circus following this legal battle. Lively is said to have done little to try to get ahead of the disaster at the box office, and sources say the Pitch Perfect star Anna Kendrick is going even to studio executives to discuss how to handle the press tour and how she can distance herself from Lively in any way. An insider said, these movies are basically all Anna and Blake have in common. They have a working relationship, but are by no means a close friendship or bond. I do believe that. Last minute talks are underway with execs, and Anna would prefer to distance herself from Blake going forward. And honestly, that may not even be because she's got massive issues with Blake, but because I'm sure she wants nothing to do with this lawsuit. Nor does Taylor Swift, nor does anybody that's been thrown into this hurricane. According to the source, the alleged last minute talks between Kendrick and studio bosses are drastically different from the original promotion plan. They explained it was originally planned to be the two of them, that they would do the promotion together. That's what the studio requested, and Anna and Blake had agreed to it then. But Anna could go it alone over fear she'll get caught up in the drama. And so that's the question of, will they be doing these appearances together? Now, it's going to premiere at South by Southwest on March 7th, which is coming up. And I do expect both stars to probably be there for a hello, hi, just a quick controlled Q&A of some kind to show a united front. I'm sure they're all contractually obligated to do that as a premiere. And so I do expect them to be there. If they're not, it'll be very telling. If Blake's not and Anna is, or what have you, it'll be interesting. Lively's, and how much will Anna support Blake in this time of need is another thing to keep an eye on. Lively is expected to attend the premiere, though it may be her only appearance before it hits theaters on May 1st. Second source added, beyond this, Anna and her others do not anticipate any deep level of involvement. In fact, Anna is prepared to handle the promotion responsibilities alone. She would prefer this because she does not want to have to dodge questions about Blake's lawsuit or have every interview turn into a Lively and Baldoni Q&A session. Although Blake is obligated to promote the film, she retains the autonomy to determine the extent of her involvement beyond South by Southwest. They're now leaving this up to her to decide. They claim that her recent request for an extension was trying to be an advantage to sort of be a scapegoat for avoiding this promotion, but now that is going to drop. Now, people, celebrities, go-to is saying there's no drama, but she is upset by the online negativity clouding Simple Favor. This seems likely. There's really no drama or rift between the two stars, a source says. Of course they're going to say that. Source tells people Kendrick is not used to being caught up in any drama. The comments on Instagram have upset her, especially the ones saying fans are now refusing to watch the movie because they don't want to support Blake. I imagine that would upset her. Separate source says there's really no drama or rift between Kendrick and Lively. There is no feud. The film is in early stages of planning what the press will look like, and Blake and Anna will be doing some things together. Reps for the stars denied or did not respond to people. Yada, yada, yada. Everyone's playing nice. Now, I do tend to think there's probably not a lot of drama to this. She probably wouldn't have come back if it was really that bad. And this all happened, mind you, before all this kicked up. They shot this movie right after It Ends With Us, I believe. And, I'm sure there was she was maybe mentioning some of the drama, and Anna was like, oh man, whatever. But I'm sure it was just sort of like, professionals being professional. Now, I'm sure Anna's opinions might shift or change or may look at Blake differently. I think everybody's going to look at Blake differently now. This is what Blake has presented to herself. And not because they're denying her harassment claims. More and more is coming out about how Blake Lively treats her friends and her filmmakers from her own words. Not anything else. Not from Justin's team. This is all her own doing, her own demise, and not just sort of letting this die, which it should have done over the summer when everyone thought it did. So I'm sure Anna is now really terrified about being swarmed up in that because there's strong people in this, debate now. I want to go play some of this interview with Kirsty because I think it is very telling to see these two back then and also with Kirsty.
So this is an entire therapy session.
That's good. Get it out.
So,
make sure you support her over on Flawsome.
But like the most confident woman in the world, and yours is like very insecure.
Yeah.
Are you guys? But you guys are like, both of you have this attitude about you that.
In real life, it's the other way around, and I constantly have to call Blake and be like, it's okay, you're good at giving interviews, I promise you, people like you, they respect you.
A lot of talking.
Gotta give her a pep talk. I'm like, we're amazing, we're powerful.
That's true.
I'm the reason she gets out of bed in the morning.
And Anna's just an egomaniac, as you can see. So,
yeah. I'm
incredible.
I learned a lot from her.
Yeah.
But are you good at telling yourself these things? Because I think we are the only person who can tell ourselves that we're good and that we're.
That's too hippie Justin type of talk, Kirsty. How dare you ask Blake that question? You think she's going to take that seriously, guys?
To give ourselves confidence, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it feels good when Anna gives me confidence, too. I like compliments. I'm not below compliments. That's what my mom
She likes compliments.
always says. She's like, wants me to compliment her, and she's like, I'm not below compliments. I'm like, it's clear that you're not, because she's always soliciting.
Oh, because you were just telling me about like weird expressions that she gets wrong, wouldn't it be, I'm not above compliments?
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, she gets it all wrong. I never even thought about it. She says it. Yes, she's not above compliments. My mom gets everything sort of
like
flipped.
Expressions. She was just telling me
She'll be like smooth as pie. She'll be smooth as silk or whatever.
Easy as pie.
Yeah,
right.
And smooth as silk. But my mom, I think, is a very confident person, and so for me, yeah, I sort of like struggled with that because I've sometimes judged her for being so confident.
Again, more and more that Blake reveals about her mother really reveals a lot about herself. Tends to do that.
Which I think is like not fair, right?
Yeah, you're such a bad daughter.
Terrible daughter.
First of all, Anna Kendrick is the right kind of ball breaker without teeth. I do think, if anything, Blake's probably jealous of how much better Anna is at being personable in these interviews. Just saying.
See, this is an entire therapy session.
That's good. Get it out.
Realize.
So both of you are very active on social media, and there are a lot of people have opinions about you. How do you kind of just like, not let it affect you at all?
Everyone's
What a fit. I mean, the fact that Kirsty got to ask that question before all this went down. Fascinating.
The opinion of me is just so positive. I do let it affect me. I do. Because everyone's like, you're great. And I'm like, I know.
You're not great. Blocked.
Yeah.
Do you block people ever?
No, I've muted.
Blake didn't jump on that. Anna's trying to answer honest.
Some people, now that it's a function on Twitter and Instagram, there's a couple people that I have muted.
Good.
Yeah. Blake Lively.
You can
Blake Lively. Oh man, that is so rich. It's come back around. I love Anna Kendrick. I gotta be honest.
You have people on Instagram?
Yeah, it's a new feature.
Really?
I know. Get excited.
Wow, that's exciting.
But you replied to someone recently, I think, which they made headlines about
Oh,
on
really?
Instagram. Yes, someone was
Blake's like, which ones? Oh crap. Which headline about me?
saying something about a spelling or something, and you just
Oh my gosh, I
replied
always
back.
appreciate when people correct me.
She always appreciates when people correct her.
It was someone said something about the spacing. I still really don't know how social media works. So
Like, she can't look someone in the eye when they're talking. She's immediately go, I'm going to take direction to go over here and talk about this.
if someone tells me how to fix spacing on something, hyperlinks. How does that work? A hyperlink?
I don't know.
I use an iPhone. It does everything for me.
Yeah.
So can we talk about the alcohol now? Because I've heard that's been a big talk today.
Yeah, we've been making cupcakes. We've been passing out drinks. You can have an old rotten olive.
That's
Full disclosure, Blake has been forcing people and other journalists to drink her husband's gin.
all I
Feel
get.
free.
Did you-
You know, that's the only way we got people to come to this junket. Is we said we are handing out
We
free
have
cupcakes.
apples. We have olives.
Uh-huh.
I have an old tea.
Throwing it.
Is it really alcohol in that one?
That
think
one's
it's
not
all
really,
water.
but there's a lot of free stuff on your way out. We've got goodie bags.
Oh, excellent. I love this junket.
You can take some of the furniture from the hotel room, charge
Perfect.
it to Lionsgate.
Great. So one last question. This is kind of, no, we're out of time.
Oh.
That's the lie. You still have 4 minutes. She had 30 seconds left. They're like, nope, get out of here.
Nice to meet you,
Thank
girls.
you. I heard the sounds.
Did you hear that? Nice to meet you. She forgot you met her and you were completely rude to her because you don't process these things, do you?
Oh, I
Nice
love
to
all
meet
the
you.
Nice to
jewelry
meet
going
you.
on
Nice to meet
I
there.
was admiring yours.
Hi there.
Admiring her jewelry. I'm sure you were, Blake. I'm sure you were silently, quietly judging her jewelry. But I don't know. When I see them together, I do get a vibe that they professionally are fine with each other. They're breaking each other's balls. They probably get along in that regard. I don't sense a deep seething hatred. I think there's a playful banter, and I'm sure they annoy each other or are insecure about each other in ways. That's my take. So I do tend to believe that this People magazine is correct. There's probably not a lot of drama between them. They may not love each other, but there's probably wasn't a lot of drama, but now there is, and I'm sure Anna is trying to avoid it at all costs. So that I do believe from people coming in through these exclusive sources, and maybe this is her sources trying to warn Blake, leave her out of this. She doesn't want to get involved. Stop. We're not involved in you. She's not a dragon. Anna Kendrick is not your dragon, Blake. What do you think? I want to hit your thoughts down below. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the bell for all alerts. Again, we're going to be live, so you get those alerts. We'll be live as a member. So if you hit the join button, you can join us today here on Join, or go to patreon.com/popcornplanet. I'll put the link in the pinned comment. Join us for our live Uncensored. It's fun. We get to curse and really say whatever the heck we think. So join us there. We'll be back with more content for you here as well. Appreciate all you guys for watching.